I love having conversations with inspiring people. People that when you leave the conversation, you leave feeling like energized or like I was like buzzy. Like you just really enjoy sharing space with them because you meet on such a level of vibration. Oh, that you actually vibe after you leave the encounter together, which is a beautiful gift because I think they must get that same vibe from you, possibly. Or you could just trigger the crap out of them, and that might bring forward some whole other new feelings and emotions for them. But either which way, I just had a really great conversation, meeting slash conversation with an amazing human who is inspiring, yet at the end of the day, they also reminded me about why a lot of us are here in this timeline, why this timeline is doing what it's doing to push boundaries and to cause triggers and to connect with like minded individuals to create new spaces of existence and living because we're evolving and you can't evolve without growing. And my friend, this person, finds themselves in a place that is challenging and bringing forth challenges. And just the way that they brought forward what's happening currently is kind of like, oh, I find that I'm always in these types of spaces. And I was like, oh, that's because you're a trailblazer, and that's an amazing space. But that can also be kind of a scary space or a challenging space. And you might lose focus on the direction you're going, or you might lose focus on the reason that you're trailblazing. But it actually turns out to be such a beautiful thing kind of at the end of the day if you can maintain that um, that light, that focus and faith in what it is that you're doing, and enjoyment, because there has to be motivation or passion behind what you're doing on a larger scale. It can't, it can be for you to a point, but usually when things are very impactful, it's because you're trying to create space or bring light to something for the many, right? Not just for the few or for self. And another piece that was kind of brought forward in this situation is being patient again and having faith in the moving forward because things are turning. I was reading a page in a book today about ink blots on a piece of paper and how like in this timeline that's kind of where we're at, is that you take a white piece of paper and you just start like blotting black ink all over it, and at first it's just like little dots scattered everywhere, but if you continuously to do so, that white paper eventually will turn a majority of another color, if not completely the whole other color, right? So that's what's happening right now. And it made me think back here a couple of years ago when I was in having a conversation with another friend about a space that we were sharing, and they didn't enjoy that space because of the other people that were in the space that were kind of like controlling it and not letting the space evolve and breathe. And they were very um, well, upset's not the best word, but that's the word I got right now about that. And I was like, well, here's the thing though, like a lot of the people that are governing over these spaces will be retiring soon or backing out. They built the foundations, they built these certain spaces, but the young ones that are coming forward that are also attracted to these spaces will be able to bring their gifts and their talents and their skills and influences and help that space evolve well after the established people have taken their step back. So that's where that piece of like, hold on, be patient, keep the faith, keep moving forward, keep trailblazing, and try not to beat yourself up about being a person who might find themselves in the sticky a lot, because maybe that's what your blueprint or your role or your purpose in this process of evolution is. Maybe that is, what you were meant to do, was to be that catalyst of change. And I think that is beautiful. And I'm really glad that we got to share some space and time together. Thanks. Have a great night.